Hello, my name is Riley Miskell, and this is my portfolio reflection for English 250. So, this is what I will be talking about today. What I learned while doing this project and in English, what would I do differently, course and institutional outcomes and how they were fulfilled, completed, and met. Workplace dependability and capability. This part will be about how what I learned pertains to my field of study and my future career. And then I had to pick a workplace capability word and talk about it and what it means to me and how it is important, and I chose enthusiasm. So, what I learned while doing this project was I learned how to adapt more effectively. I admit that when I first heard of a video for my project, I truly thought it was about my project, like presenting it and telling you what I found and the information, and that was not right. I also learned perseverance since I also had other projects in lieu of this one for other classes, and honestly, some of them were larger and harder and more time consuming than this one. And that ties into the third thing I learned, and that was time management. I had to learn how to effectively manage my time and plan so I could get everything done and not just one project over another. And what I would do differently pertaining to time management, I would finish this earlier in the semester. I realize now that I had more time to complete this than I initially thought, and I could have started work on this earlier before I got handed my other projects, which I was expecting in the beginning because I heard they were huge and they were given later on. I also asked for more clarification earlier, so I would not mess up the video and what was needed for it and what topic would I do, what information I need, and so on and so forth. Course and institutional outcomes. I need to understand what professional writing is, and professional writing is writing that follows a specific tone, uses specific grammar, has little to no mechanical mistakes such as punctuation and spelling, a proper tone and lingo for your audience. I learned how to properly research, cite, and find scholarly data to support my stance on topics and positions. This applies to my future career since it is evidence-based. I need to be able to do that. And what goes into professional writing, such as different aspects like grammar, what lingo is appropriate for what audience, and so on and so forth. Workplace dependability and capability. Since my field of study is occupational therapy, and so is my future career, I need to be able to accurately research data since all my interventions and assessments must be evidence-based. I also need to be able to write professionally in my notes and patient reports. So thanks to this class and project, my writing and work will now be more concise and easier to understand, so I won't confuse any readers. I know how to add in accurate data. The word I chose was enthusiasm. And enthusiasm means a lot to me. To me, it's more than just having an eagerness at something. To me, it is wanting to do something, enjoying something, wanting to partake and take part in something. For me, the quote of "if you love your job, you don't work a day in your life" rings true for enthusiasm. You should want to go to work. You should want to do something. You should want to research something. You should want to work with someone. You should want to work on something. Enthusiasm is defined as an intense eagerness or interest in something, which means it's very energetic. It brings energy and light to a room, because when someone is eager, it's almost like a childish enthusiasm and energy has taken over a room, and everyone else seems to fall into that same line. They seem to follow that person. It's crucial for my field of study, my future career, because working with people can be very exhausting, very demanding, and sometimes not as rewarding as you would hope. And having the right amount of energy and enthusiasm, eagerness, despite all this, I think is absolutely detrimental to being able to be an effective occupational therapy assistant. And that is my presentation. I hope it was informative.